Salaam Alaykum. This is Shaykhibrahim Ansari. Today I'm going to be talking about brain training, part 1. Now, as with any pet or young child, brain training requires the same high quality of care, commitment, and patience. Now, after you have carefully unboxed your brain, please wash it first to remove any of the preservatives. Now let's take a closer look at some of the components. There's 3 main valves. The cerebrum, that's the part that interprets the 5 senses. There's the cerebellum, which maintains your balance, posture, coordination, and fine motor skills. And there's the brainstem, which regulates many of the automatic body functions, and the hippocampus. That's 4. Extra one. But most available evidence suggests that the functions of memory are carried out by the hippocampus and other related structures in the temporal lobe. They all form the limbic system. Now, the limbic system is the part of the brain that controls emotions. It's a network of structures located deep inside the brain. That includes the amygdala, hippocampus, hypothalamus, and the thalamus. You don't need to know all of the parts, just how to make them work for you. The brain always wants your attention and will always strive to be the first thing you feed and walk in the morning. However, you are the master, and you must show discipline and encouragement in equal value. Have a treat ready when it obeys. When it doesn't respond to your wishes, we begin the training from the ground up. Now, we'll be working on the principle that success breeds success. In this case, discipline does not mean appearing angry, upset, or yelling at it. This is going to take some time and patience. And of course, a little laughter, pat on the head, and some understanding will go a long way in getting the brain to trust you. What we want to do is to teach the brain to restrain its persistent activity until you are ready to engage with it. We need it to be quiet long enough for us to listen and check in with our heart. Every brain's treat will consist of some dopamine-flavored kibble. However, you are responsible for figuring out what treats work with your brain. For some, chocolate chip cookie. Another likes a nap. One likes walking. And another favors a cartoon, a movie, or playing solitaire. Of course, this might require some time to experiment finding your short list of goodies. Now, what is happening is a most remarkable transformation. We're going to rewire a portion of your pet. The brain first needs to unlearn and disconnect from its initial programming. Now, this consists of habits and adaptations learned from one's family, culture, religion, language, and schools. The first phase, the unlearning, suggests that you learn to pay attention when the brain jumps up on you unexpectedly. You should witness this old normal behavior without judgment until you have an idea of when and why it is happening. Then, when you can begin to see it starting, curtail it. But in the beginning, that will be astonishingly much later, sometimes even a couple days. And you finally remember that you allowed the brain into your study, and it chewed up the pillows again. This is its instinctive and natural, but feral, default. To teach it to stay, You must have a strategy that will work until this way finally becomes a habit. You will be able to say, stay, and it will stay. Now, after the unlearning, this is when the rewiring occurs. Now, don't confuse the poor brain with more than one command at a time. Work on one trick only, and it will improve, and the process will become clearer and more efficient over the time. Each trick it learns gives you more energy and success to build on for the next one. Often wearing something on one's body like a scarf, a rubber band, or a ring can be a physical reminder that you are brain training. It thinks it's very smart, but all brains are a bit self-centered and will try to trick you to get your attention. A watch on the other arm will alert you that you must stay on top of the training and not let the brain get its way unless you say so. Do not be discouraged when it reverts back to its default whining. It will whine saying, "What about me? What about me?" It will always want to say this, and you must be understanding and gentle. Pet it. Say soothing words like, "Don't worry, your time will come. Good brain." But no treat until it follows your commands. Salaam Alaykum, murids, seekers, curious, and interested listeners. We appreciate you and are happy to share our Sufi message. Your donation will help support our Sufi Center in Sydney, where we do zikr, sohbet, spiritual counseling, and healing services. We believe the message should be free, but it costs equipment, rental, services, software, and hardware to get this to you. So thank you for choosing our podcast among all the millions available. If you go to our website, ansarisufiorder.org, you will be able to donate through PayPal whatever you think this information is worth to you. Blessings and love, the Australian Ansari Sufi Order.